Hello guys, welcome to Tech. In this video, we are going to be learning how to draw a line in AutoCAD. In order to draw a line in AutoCAD, we can move here to the line command, which is this place, and click on this place to activate our line command. Or better still, we can just press our L, then enter on our keyboard in order to activate our line command. So in order to draw a line in AutoCAD, we have three different methods which we use, which is the relative coordinate method, the polar coordinate method, and the direct distance entry method. So we are going to be talking about those three in this video, and also we are going to be talking about how to draw a polyline and the differences between a line and a polyline right in this video. So stay tuned to the end. So in order to draw a line using the direct distance entry method, we are going to activate our line command, which we have done. Then starting from this point, we are going to select our first point. Okay, so in the direct distance entry method, what we need to do, number one, you are going to activate your polar tracking in this place. All right, so you have to activate your polar tracking in order to be able to see this green line, which is actually indicating that your line is straight. Okay, so if I off my polar tracking, you are going to notice that the green line is no longer there. But let's turn it on. Okay, so now we are going to be using the direct distance entry method. We are going to be drawing a rectangle. Okay, so we are going to type in the length, which is 1000. Okay, and click on enter. Then now we have to draw the breadth of the rectangle, and we are going to be using 500. So we are going to take it up like this and use 500, enter. Okay, then do the same for this particular place, 1000, then click on enter. And then to close it up, you can either click on the 500, or you just click on that point on your mouse, you left click on your mouse, or you can press C, then you press enter. But I'm just going to be left clicking on my mouse, and then I'll press the space bar to exit that. Okay, or you can press the escape key on your keyboard to exit that. So that's how we can draw a line using the direct distance entry method. Okay, the next one which we are going to be doing is the relative coordinate method. Okay, so relative coordinate method, we are using the coordinates of the line. Okay, or let's assume we are to draw a rectangle also using that relative coordinate method. Okay, we are going to be using the coordinates, that is the x-axis and the y-axis, in order to be able to draw it. Okay, so let's activate our line command, L, then we click on the line. Okay, so in order to use our relative coordinate method, okay, we are going to specify our first point first, which is this. It is asking us to specify our first point. Now, after we have specified our first point, we are drawing our line first on the x-axis. Okay, so our x-axis is going to be 1000. All right, it's going to be 1000, comma, we are going to use comma, or you press the tab key, then you press the y-axis. Currently now is what is 0, so you are going to press 0, then you click on enter. So now we have actually secured our baseline for the rectangle. Now the next we have to do is to draw this breadth. Okay, the breadth of the rectangle, and the breadth is actually going up. So on our y-axis is going to be what, 500, and on our x-axis is going to be 0. Remember, x-axis comes before y. Okay, it is like s comma y. So you have your x-axis to be 0, which is 0, then you press comma, then 500. All right, then you press enter. So you have actually done that. Now in order to draw this on the second part, this particular part, as you can see, it is going towards the left, which is negative. Okay, so as it is going towards the left, which is negative, that is, on our x-axis is going to be minus 1000, and on our y-axis is going to be 0. So we are going to press minus 1000, comma 0, then we press enter. So we have gotten that already. Then we can easily come here. Let me use the C, enter, C, then close. As you can see, we have actually closed the rectangle which we are drawing. Okay, so now we are going to be using the third method, which is the polar coordinate method. In this particular method, which is the polar coordinate method, we are drawing a line with specific angle. All right, so in order to do that, also we are going to first of all click our line command, which is the L, then we press enter. Now I'm going to draw my baseline. Let me draw my baseline first. Okay, this is my baseline. Let me escape. Let me delete this. Let me use exactly 1000 also. Okay, so let me use this as 1000. Okay, enter. So for this, we are going to be drawing a parallelogram since we are drawing a line with specific angle. So in order to do that, we are also going to activate our line command. Okay, now we are going to come to the first point of the line, which is like the origin. Okay, remember we are drawing a parallelogram, and a parallelogram is having like its breadth angled. Okay, so we are going to come here. When we come here, now we can see this particular place. We have our length and we have the angle, so we can just come here, click 500, then we what, click on comma, or you click on the tab, sorry, you come here, line, come here, click 500, which is to specify the length of the line, then you click on tab. When you click on tab, let's make use of 45 degree. Okay, then you click on 45 degree, then you click on enter. All right, so we have already we have specified this particular line, which is this particular angle. Let me calculate it. Go to measure. As you can see, it is showing 45 degree. Okay, so that's that for that. Now let's complete the parallelogram. We can actually come here, line, then come here also, this particular place, use 500, then we click on tab key, then we click on 45 degree, enter. Okay, so let's escape, then we click on our line here, and what, from here to here you can easily join it. So this is actually our parallelogram which we have completed. These are the three methods you can actually use to draw your line in AutoCAD. So we are going to be looking at how we can draw the polyline, and also we are going to be looking at the differences why we are drawing the polyline, okay, in AutoCAD. So now in order to draw the polyline, we are going to move on to this place, polyline, then click on polyline, or we can easily click on PL, then we click on enter on our keyboard. Okay, so in order to draw the polyline, we are going to be also be using the rectangle. Okay, so I'll click on the first point. Let me just draw this 1000. Okay, enter, and draw this 500. So let me just draw the rectangle quickly. Okay, so now what is the major difference between a line and a polyline? The major difference, the basic difference between a line and a polyline is simply when you come here and select a polyline, it selects, or let's say this is a rectangle we drew with a polyline. Okay, it selects all the lines together. Okay, it's all the entities are selected. All right, so but if you come to this one, which is a line, okay, as you can see, in a single click it just selects only a part of a part of this whole entity. But when you come here, a single click, it selects everything. Now another major difference between these two is that in a polyline, we have the rectangular grip. All right, this particular place is the grip. Now in this rectangular grip, there are a lot of things you can do. You can easily stretch, you can add vertex, and you can convert to arc. We are going to be coming to that, okay, in this video. Now in this, you have a what, a square grip, okay, so which is actually limited to what you can do. Now in this rectangular grip which we have, let's assume we want to stretch this. Okay, so we can just click on the stretch. As you can see, it can stretch to any point. okay? Or you want to what? Add vertex, okay? So you can come here, add vertex at specific length. Then you can also come here what? To remove the vertex, all right? So you can also convert this to arc. These are part of the advantages of polyline. You can convert it to arc, so and it will look just exactly like this if you draw it finish. Okay, so let's Ctrl Z for that. Let's undo that. Okay, so now another difference between polyline and line, or how we can draw more polyline, we are already done with the difference, is to head over to the polyline. All right, when we head over to the polyline, we are going to specify our first point, which is actually this place. Now after we specified our first point, as we can see, we are asked what? To select. Let me draw a line. Okay, so we have specified our next point. Now we are asked to specify our next point. All right, so or we can draw a arc, we can close it, then we can have our half width, or we can have our width. Okay, so for this particular one, if we want to go to arc, we can just easily come here, click on arc, then the next thing we are going to be drawing is a arc. All right, something like this. Then we have it. Then if you want to convert this arc back to a straight line, okay, you can easily come here, then you can convert it to a straight line, and you can also specify the radius of the arc that you want next, or whatever. So I'm going to be converting it to a line. Then I'm going to what? I'm going to draw something like this. I'm going to draw something like this. So this is actually a polyline. You can see that all the entities are selected at once in one click. Okay, so that's that for the arc aspect. Now we can head over to our polyline again. Then from here, we can see the half width. Now the half width is the half of this particular width. Okay, the half width is the half of this particular width. Let's take, for instance, you press the half width. Okay, now we are going to what? Specify the starting half width. Let's use that as 15. Okay, let's use that as 15. Then the ending half width is also what? 15. So we click on enter. As you can see, this line is totally different from this one. So we can do that, and we can, let's just draw something like a trapezium with that. Okay, so you can see this, you can see the way the line is thicker than this. Okay, so let's head over to polyline. That's in order to undo this, because even if you want to draw another one, it's still going to be giving you that same thing. So in order to undo this, you come to the what? To the half width, press 0, then you press comma, then you press 0, then you press enter. As you can see, it is what? It is already undo. You have already undo it. Okay, so in order to also draw the full width, we come to PL, enter, specify our starting point, then we come here to width. Now don't forget we used 15 for this. Let's use 30 for this. Okay, 30, then we press enter, then we use 30, then we press enter. As you can see, it is of the same length. This is actually the half width, then this is the full width. Okay, so let's just say we have something like this. Okay, so for this, the half width is half of this, which is 15. 15 from the top, and 15, that is 15 from this particular place to this place, then 15 from this particular place to this place. But this is the full width, as you can see, which is actually 30. Okay, so that's the way you can draw a polyline. In order to undo that also, you can just come here to polyline. Okay, specify your start point, move over to the width, press 0, enter, 0, enter, and then you have actually undo this width, half width and full width of 18. Okay, so that's how you can draw a line, and you can also draw a polyline in AutoCAD. And those are the major differences, the basic differences between a line and a polyline in AutoCAD. In the next video, we are going to be talking about how to draw a circle in AutoCAD. So kindly subscribe and turn on the notification button to be part of that video. I'll see you in the next. Peace.